Famous American writer Clarence Keeland once said, "My father never told me how to live. He lived, and let me watch him do it." That's exactly how I feel about my own dad. He never told me how to live, but by watching him and being around him, I have seen the kind of life that I want to live, and the kind of person that I want to become. My dad possesses many qualities, many great qualities, some of which include 1, he is very competitive. 2, he is very family oriented. 3, he's a very hard worker. And lastly but not least, he is very gospel centered. I still remember one day we were asked to watch our 5-year-old neighbor, and my whole family decided to play games with him. We decided since he was so young that it would be kind of easy on him. But not my dad. He had him stick to the rules and did not let him win. That's exactly how he was in any sort of competitive event. He had to win, which has been passed down to me. I'm a very competitive person as well. I still remember every time he went to play basketball with my brother or with friends, everyone always came back and said how tough he was and how he did not let them win, no matter what, which has taught me how to stick to what I am doing and to do my best in everything that I do. My dad is also very family oriented. He worked hard for us and went to work every day and did what he needed to make money for us. I still remember one job that he loved and he had worked so hard to get, but eventually he realized that it was taking time away from his family. He would come home and still had to do his work, and he could tell that he was spending less time with us than he wanted to. So what did he do? He quit out of the blue. He decided that his family was more important than work. That has always stuck with me, no matter what I'm doing in life, that my family comes first. No matter if the other things seems more important, that family is first. I also remember him being at every single one of my events, in track or at school or any sort of award that I ever received. He made sure he made time to come and see me and be there for me. And I think I took that a little bit for granted as a kid, but I'm so grateful for his great example. Third, my dad is also a very hard worker, which he has instilled in all of our kids. I still remember my mom telling me stories about how he was going to med school full time and how he worked and always made time for his family. That has been such a big example to me of working hard. And as you work hard, you will get the things done that you want to accomplish. He also taught us how to work hard. He gave us chores and taught us how to especially work on the lawn outside. He taught us how to pull weeds and taught us the right way to do it, even if it may have taken a little longer. And he taught us to never give up, to push through and be a hard worker so that we can accomplish the things that we want to in life. Lastly, but not least, my dad taught me how important it is to be centered on the gospel. My dad always led us in family scripture study and family prayer. And though we all might not have been very active in scripture study at the time, he always was a good example of making sure we did those things. He also made sure he went to church every Sunday and was a good example of that. And not only did he go to church and read scriptures, but he was a friend to everyone around him at church. He was a very good minister. Everyone that he had stewardship over at church, he made sure to contact and be their friend. Not just say hi and show up, but actually be their friend and show them that he cared. Which is a great big part of the gospel. He always put God first, no matter what. He would always turn to him if he had any questions. And to me, that has always been a great example. My father was not a man of many words, but his actions spoke louder than words. He never told me how to live my life, but by his great example I have seen the kind of life that I want to live.